Say, baby, what's up, baby? We we hitting them with the backup. You understand me? Yeah, the backup. Like when you run out, grab that one out your sock. Ryan, sir, bring that ass here. No, 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 no. Nah. Hell nah, bro. Before we even get started, let's go. Bring that ass here. Look, before we even get started with your weird shit, sir, we finna read you 33 Bible verses about sorcery and magic with your ugly ass, boy. Look at here. Revelation 18:23. And the light of a lamp will not shine in you any longer, and the voice of the bridegroom and the bride will not be heard in you any longer, for your merchants were the great men of earth, because all the nations were deceived by your sorcery. Zechariah 10:2. For the teraphim speak iniquity, and the diviners see lying visions. They tell false dreams, they comfort in vain. Therefore, the people wander like sheep. They are afflicted because there is no shepherd. Isaiah 8:19-20. When they say to you, consult the mediums and the spiritists who whisper and mutter, should not a people consult their God? Should they consult the dead on behalf of the living? To the law and to the testimony, if they do not speak according to this word, it is because they have no dawn. Shit. For the teraphim speak iniquity, and the diviners see lying visions. They comfort in vain. Therefore, the people wander like sheep. They are afflicted because there is no shepherd. Huh. We finna get to the money. Fuck that. Hey, bring that ass here, Ryan. Shit, we finna get this paper. Fuck you talking about, boy.
Let's go get this paper. Yeah. Alright, fresh up out the shooting range. On my way to make some more money, I advise you to go and do the same. Really though, here I go, spending money from a year ago. Two things I never seen before.
That's a UFO and a miracle.
Silly me, so self-centered, I don't fuck with niggas I don't really know. If you really know, I come from slanging more O's than a bowl of Cheerios. With it all, I get it all. Self-employed, shit, I been a boss. If everybody get to eat, then you know I'm sliding through like dental floss. I done lost a couple soldiers, they ain't never been to war. Still it's hard, been involved in this trap shit so long, I can hold a seminar. Must be one of those fortunate to never step foot on the prison yard. Based on a true story, baby, I lived it all and I did it all. Cruella DeVille said it's more than one way to go and skin a dog. Pockets thicker than Serena Williams said what I'm serving ain't a tennis ball. Made it up out the gutter, still intact. Watching my granddaddy cook crack. That was my first chemistry class. I was like 10, maybe 11. Damn. They ain't shit to be proud of. A nigga really just saying I ain't get to pick the cards I was dealt. I just had to work with what was in my hand. So it ain't really all about the cards. It's more about how you play them. Boy, I hope I leave footprints so you always know where I stand. You started with a bank loan, I started 28 grams. I started with a hangman and I had surgery before I had fans. And I would do it all again, that shit that turned me into what I am. 2 clips in the mag load, I'll whack your ass, then stand over. Don't never play with my food, but I twist a nigga like a can opener. You ain't got but 2 options, either you ride with us or get ran over. You ain't got the message by now, nigga, might need to go and check spam phone. Little pill. Oh. You ain't got the message by now, nigga.
Might need to go and check your spam folder.
Here is how I was
Ryan,
able to
man.
do these effects. In Premiere Pro, I duplicated the dancing clip and called it at the frame I want to.
But you did it. So I guess now what it is, buddy, you done made Tiffany the godmother of this shit. Right? You done made her the godmother. Say, homie, I'm going to tell you right now, like Tiffany just told your daughter, Don't email her no more, homie. If your daughter emails again, that constitutes harassment, little buddy. You understand me? You finna get your daughters fucked. Now, both of your daughters then came out the fold this evening. I bet some kind of way it seems like the head ain't attached to the body. Your daughters don't give a shit about what you're doing on the internet, but they care enough that they fucking bullying people in their fucking in their emails, right? Ain't that right, Katrina? Katrina likes to bully Tiffany in her emails. Why is that? Because her mother doesn't have the restraint other people have, I suppose. So we finna get to this shit. And we not gonna go long. I'm not gonna look here. I don't complain and I don't get tired, but I am tired of this shit. Right? Even this shit ain't well thought out. Watch.
Hey everyone. Just making sure the sound works. I'm switching to the there's a delay with the YouTube channel, so I just want to make sure.
No, there isn't, homie. There ain't. Hell no, I could walk around this whole acre lot right here. Ain't gonna be no delay, homie. Now you just plain lying.
Sound works. Yep, it's good.
Now, bro, I hate that we had to get introduced like that.
Hey everyone. So
my name is Uncle Benny, looking ass. You understand? We've been doing this for many moons. And you don't come in here with this fucking sorcery and think you're gonna shake shit up and you're gonna call people disgusting and all kind of weird shit, huh? It's your wife partner that's seeing shit. It ain't us. It's her seeing shit. Let one of your funky ass daughters jump in my email. I dare you. Let one of your funky ass daughters jump in my email. Tell her jump in my email. I dare her to. Either one of them. Kayla, Katrina, either one of them. So you mean to tell me you out here and you got a goon squad full of daughters that's running around finding people's email addresses and emailing them, telling them what the fuck they about to do and what they not about to do in 17 Your daughter wrote a 17 paragraph email to Tiffany. By the time she got off and right now, I'm finna read the email to you. I'm gonna let you look at the email. I'm gonna let you see what kind of kids they raising too.
we are gonna have a moderator tonight.
What you're not gonna do is stick to any fucking thing that you said you was gonna do, which is not engage with YouTubers. How you make your very first parameter here on the fucking YouTube, and you done split it into pieces that we burning it like kindling, baby. You understand me? You done already started. Look at you. Look at the two of yous. Look at your fucking faces. Look at you. And now you doing, look here, man, I don't have none of my kids running around behind me doing no kind of weird shit, emailing YouTubers, telling them what they finna do and shit. Fuck is wrong with y'all? And I'm guessing she got 4 overbearing daughters that he don't have no genetical part in. And so he ain't got to say so in it. He's like, oh shit, here they go again, them K's. I bet you got 4 daughters, all with first name K. Start with a K, huh? Well, y'all wild a bitch.
We didn't schedule this, so there probably won't be a ton of people at the beginning. We're pretty much recording that.
You didn't even look at this about how many people is here. I don't give a shit if it's 2 people watching me. You and her. That's all I care about seeing this shit. The 2 of you. With your Tommy Hilfiger shirt. Boy, every part about this shit ain't right. Well, you do know about the trouble Tommy Hilfiger got into, right? And here you got his name just blasted on your shit. You might as well have Epstein on your shit, homie. Fuck wrong with you?
Yes. For posterity. To respond to, I've been saying the past few days, and I know that's probably why this happened.
But when you say it with an underbite looking ass. I dare you.
Last day or so, everyone. Yeah, I know. They are just
talk greasy about a grown man with an underbite. That's like tucking your thumb in when you trying to punch a real man. Don't tuck your thumb in, homie. Don't do that.
Disgusting. But we're an open book and we're gonna talk about it. We
kind of wish you wasn't. That's the whole issue here, is the fact that you motherfuckers are open books. And we kind of wish that you weren't. Right? We kind of wish that you weren't. Because then we wouldn't have to be seeing who you really are When we just explain, man, look here, man. Look here. Y'all had a Christmas tree decorating party for that spindly motherfucker, right? So I'm gonna call it like it is. That's how the YouTube works, baby. We finna call it like it is. We finna say you got some real dark colored stain on that trim behind you. And if your wife looks like Darlene's boyfriend's from Roseanne Barr, like I'm gonna say that. Fuck wrong with you, bro? Your wife seeing shit, and you mad at me? Nah, homie. Nah,
Have responded normally to anything anyone said, and I said just the other day.
I mean, y'all fucking psychics. You should have known this was coming already. Thank you for caring about Summer, Ryan. I wish that he did. I wish that we could share that with them. They not here for that though. They here for some whole different shit.
Hey, like we're just gonna do what we do, and we're gonna just continue and not even watch or do anything.
Yeah, you're not gonna watch none of it, but you're gonna respond to all of it. So why you gonna sit over there and lie too? We finna breed you some more fucking Bible verses because you ain't getting it, sir. 2 Chronicles 33:6. He made his sons pass through the fire in the valley of Ben-Hinnom, and he practiced witchcraft, used divination, practiced sorcery, and dealt with mediums and spiritists. He did much evil in the sight of the Lord, provoking him to anger. 2 Chronicles 33, 3-5. For he rebuilt the high places which Hezekiah, his father, had broken down. He also erected altars for the Baals and made Asherim and worshipped all the host of heaven and served them. He built altars in the house of the Lord, which the Lord had said, my name shall be in Jerusalem forever. Forever. For he built altars for all the host of heaven in the 2 courts of the house of the Lord. The Lord. Not no reptilian lady from California. You understand me? Listen to me. Listen. Exodus 7, verse 11. The Pharaoh also called for the wise men and the sorcerers, and they also, the magicians of Egypt, did the same with their secret arts. Exodus 8:18. The magicians tried with their secret arts to bring forth gnats, but they could not. So there were gnats on man and beast. Do you understand what that means? It means you could not even bring forward a fly with the secret art, even though they come naturally. They're already on man and beast. And you cannot even bring forth a fly with your secret arts. Numbers 22:6. Now, therefore, please come, curse this people for me, since they are too mighty for me. Perhaps I may be able to defeat them and drive them out of the land. For I know that he whom you bless is blessed, and he whom you curse is cursed. Yikes. Do you think he's going to run them out alone? He was going to need the help to run them, drive them, defeat them out of the land. Sorcerers, magicians, diviners of Egypt. Numbers 23:23. This should be a good one. For there is no omen against Jacob, nor is there any divination against Israel. At the proper time, it shall be said to Jacob and to Israel what God has done, not a medium or a sorcerer. 2 Kings 21:6. He made his son pass through fire, practiced witchcraft and used divination, and dealt with mediums and spiritists. He did much evil in the sight of the Lord. Ryan, provoking him to anger. Isaiah 47:9-13. But these 2 things will come on you suddenly in one day: loss of children and widowhood, They will come on you in full measure, in spite of your many sorceries, in spite of the great power of your spells that don't bring forth gnats. You felt secure in your wickedness and said, no one sees me. Your wisdom and your knowledge, they have deluded you. For you have said in your heart, I am, and there is no one besides me. But evil will come on you, which you will not know how to charm away, and disaster will fall on you, for which you cannot atone, and destruction about which you do not know will come on you suddenly. Huh. Church, treat me like I wrote it. Treat me like I wrote this. Right? That's what you're going to do, right? You're going to treat me like I wrote this. Now, there was a man named Simon who formerly was practicing magic in the city and astonishing the people of Samaria, claiming to be someone great. And they all, from smallest to greatest, were giving attention. Hear that, Ryan? Giving attention to him, saying, this man is what is called the great power of God. And they were giving him attention because he had for a long time astonished them with his magic arts. Secret magic arts. Fair enough, buddy.
Talk about anyone. And of course, that's everyone. Hey, Jill. Of course, when you try to take the high road like that, the people who are...
Yeah, the people that you feel don't take the high road, what? They bring out the worst in you, right? Tell us all about it, Ryan. They bring out the worst in you, don't they? Because they're so terrible, they have the power to pull the very fucking worst out of you and your lying-ass wife. Ain't that right? Now, I shouldn't say lying-ass wife, because I think she actually believes the shit she sees. Who, I do. I think it's you that helps her, because we heard her say she believes that park is evil because you said predators go to parks. I think you might be her Jesus. And that's why she also believes Donna Serafina is a Jesus.
At the lowest of the low will try to figure out a way.
No, the lowest of the low will come here and pass off their fucking visual hallucinations as feelings and sightings of supernatural bullshit that, let me tell you, does not exist. You will find her eyebrows before you find Summer Wells. Let's be very fucking clear about this. Do I think I'm here to find Summer? No, I don't. But I see what I've forged into. I've forged into somebody who I'm an iron sword. We can sharpen iron, or you can be defeated, bro. Either way. Either fucking way, homie.
To like get under your skin. Like I'll try to do something.
No, we done got under you and two of your four daughters. They done pulled up in the gap. They done pulled up in the cut in people's personal emails. I'm telling you right now, there ain't nobody with the doobie last name that has the permission to email me about shit. Don't email me one fucking time. You email me one fucking time, Kayla or Katrina, I'll go straight to the police. I swear for God, I will. I'm not going to play with you losers. I'm not. I'm not going to play with evil. I'm not going to play with evil. I'm not going to play with sorcerers. I'm not going to play with magic and cards. I'll set them on fire and then piss on them is what I'll do. That's about how much respect anyone should have for that shit. Because it's not in the Bible. It's not in the book. Yeah. Oh, say, oh, Biddy, you said shit. You're going, man, look here. I'm not going to the same hell she going to. Promise you that. You can't come on this internet and do all this magic and sorcery and then feel like you're going to lay down before you lay your back on the bed. You're going to put your knees on the floor and you're going to repent for the sorcery. Nah, you're not repenting for the sorcery because you continuing to sorcerer.
They'll think really bothers you. Now, personally, when I heard about this tonight, what TM is doing,
bro, you got anal beads on your wrist. What the fuck is you talking about, homie? You full of generic jewelry and bullshit. That's all you are, homie. That's it.
I honestly like immediately ignored the. I actually told YouTube I don't want to see any of this content anymore.
No. You told your people first, homie. You told your people you don't want to hear about it. So either you got somebody don't listen too good, don't play hide and seek good, or you can't help yourself, little homie. Straight up. You're fucking sorcerers, both of you. You will go and burn in a lake of fire for 10,000 years before your master Satan gets there to accompany you. Sorcery, you going to hell fucking permanently. No get out of jail free card.
I made the mistake of telling Jen, hey, there's this channel, and I noticed that it was related to her.
No. See, the one who feels like they made the mistake right now is Jody, and she didn't. She's seen the same thing everyone else thinks they're seeing right now too, right? I see one thing at this point, and I'm gonna wait for her to say something wild before I tell you what I see.
It's okay. Thank you, Linda. It's related to some old blogs that Jen had.
The blog that I had about 15.
Yeah, that makes it all better, huh? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're gonna minimize and justify it by saying that it was from 15 years ago you was seeing shit. Not today. It had developed into a real marketplace today, right?
Years ago.
Yeah. In an old YouTube channel that she had thrown together. And
you can thank Katrina for this right here, because I was going to go to bed until I heard that she was bullying people in the emails and shit. So don't come on this motherfucker and say that Katrina didn't bully anyone, because unless y'all sharing an email, you don't even know what she's wrote yet. I'm finna show you all that.
I'll let her explain what that is all about. I'm just explaining right now why we're deciding to respond. And it's because
you feeling the pressure from God. That's why. Because you're fucking magicians and sorcerers. And shitty East Tennessean ones at that. Not Egyptian magicians. No.
Because any subject under the sun, like you could talk about what people look like, you know, I mean, you can make comments
about. We're going to get to why you got that wedding ring on your middle finger too.
What people do or what people believe or what side of the argument.
Now, trigger warning. It's been brought to my attention during the live stream that certain groups of people will virtual signal with the shiny red shoes. Do you want to know? Survivors, you may not. Survivors, you may not want to hear this. I'll give you a minute to clear out if you feel like you need to get to a safe place. But there's a contention around the shiny red shoes, right? The shiny red shoes are they're a symbolism of violent SA. They have been known to be used as symbolism for violent SA. I don't think I have to tell you too much about why they call them red shoes, but I think you can get it, right? Now, mixed in with all of this shiny red shoe stuff, we've got this glaring issue that I can't get past right now. I thought that Serafina was just sort of benignly malignant until I realized that she actually thinks she's a lizard. Yeah, that bitch needs to bask on a warm heater rock in the corner of a dirty ass, funky smelling aquarium somewhere, right? That's what she's appointed for herself. Not a goddess or a pharaohess from the lineage of Egypt or anything else, but a dusty ass lizard. A dusty ass lizard. That's what she identified. Her spirit creature is a dusty ass reptile. Get the fuck out of here.
They fall on. But when you try to attack good people
now, this is the thing. If you sitting around referring to yourself as good people, you're not the judge of you. No. We're not the judge of you either. But it is a little more palatable in this day and age, in this community standard, to not call yourself good people. Other people get to call you good people. That's like a fish catching itself with a fishing pole in its own lip. Can you imagine what that would look like? A fish holding a fishing pole, catching its own self. A fish fishing. Huh. It's more like just calling it catching is what it seems like.
A subject like mental illness and things like, I know many of you,
Now, what's really disgusting is it'd be very different if y'all was covering Bloody Mary or fucking spirited vodka drinks and she was hallucinating and things. That'd be different. But you using these, what she's 15 years ago, as she's just sort of smudged off as 15 years ago was a real fucking problem that you used to stay home from work from. Now that's been spun into a great gift of God that's going to be used to trigger people to watch videos of you searching in culverts for little kids 30 months late. Jesus, man.
If you watching this later have either had to suffer from depression.
This America, fool. Who the fuck you think you're talking to? This is America. And if it weren't for just by sheer number of years she's older than me, I'm telling you, my psychiatric past is as graphic as anybody's. So we hear measuring gifts, right? It's a gift, right? It's a gift to be able to come to the fucking YouTube and use our delusions as gifts. Hoo-ah.
Or a whole number of some sort of mental illness. And there's a lot of people out there, especially people.
Are you sure that she's not the only one? Because that's what you acting like.
From what I've seen,
yes.
A lot of people reaching out to us who are like, I'm really sensitive and I have these feelings.
Right. I want to do this to.
You want to bring more people to hell straight with you. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to get a whole fucking gang of supporters to go to dampen your fall into hell. This is sorcery, ma'am. This is magic. This is sleight of mind. This is nothing respectable. Don't come here and fight for being a budding psychic, madam. Wrong place to do that, because most generally everybody here, except for the 564 people over here, they believe in the Lord. And you're not going to be able to believe in this and that at the same time. This ain't that, and that ain't this.
I don't know. I can't think of the word I was going to say. I'm just a little bit upset.
Why y'all letting this get you shook? It's your own life. Why are you shook about the details of your own life? I'm not shook about the details of my own life people try to put on the fucking internet every day. Anna thinks we're jealous. Wow. Okay. He just told you, Carrie or Miss Carrie. That man just told y'all he don't want you to tell him. Man, you got a bunch of motherfuckers around you that don't follow directions real good, homie. Straight up. What I could tell you to do is you could do things like put the word doing a live, put that phrase in your block list, because it's starting to seem like you really do want to know about all the people doing lives about you, because it's going to crank up. I promise you.
You will not see her pissed off often. Like, yeah.
If she does, he's finna stay home from work and monitor that shit. Watch.
And unfortunately, that gives them more fuel. And I told
I
her,
know.
we shouldn't do this, but she really wants to just, instead of letting them tell the story, she's going to come right out and tell the story. She's going to tell everything.
She already did. I mean, what can she do different than narrate her own blog? She's not going to be respected by adding more or taking less away. You're not going to be able to take away or add to the blog, because you should have did that, I don't know, 15 years ago. Looking ass.
Because
not hiding it.
We're not hiding it. I'm certainly like.
Rising.
No, you wasn't hiding it, clearly. I think you thought, well, no one will ever find this, right? But they did. She did. Yeah, the ones that research so good, the ones that you think are the top-notch researchers, they not. Tiffany is. I'm trying to tell you, Jack. Tiffany is the one.
not using me as a conduit because I'm mental or anything.
Whoa, he's not using her as a conduit because she's mental or anything. Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, thank you, honey elder. There a lot of people, you got to understand, a lot of good people don't like her. Don't like that.
It doesn't matter if good people don't like her. Good people don't like Trump, idiot. This fucking guy's a genius.
I don't care if you like her or not. I care that she's exploiting me.
Exploiting you, huh? So if people can create YouTube channels called Tragedy Pimps, where they pimp who they think are tragedy pimps. So if you hear and somebody feels you exploiting the little girl and now you feel like you being exploited, how are you being exploited more than what you're doing to Summer Wells? How are you doing that? How is that happening? Look at, now they talking about carrots down here. Honey Elder, nobody gives a fuck what you like, Honey Elder, especially these two. You probably find more satisfaction by telling that straight to Tiffany herself than to these two motherfuckers. They don't give a shit. Their own kids don't give a shit about what they're doing. Oh, look, this is an empath magnet over here is what it is. Holy shit.
And also, therefore, people who deal with mental illness by having this live she's having right now. And
how about people that deal with their mental illness by putting their mental illness all over the fucking internet for just any random Tom, Dick, or Harry to read? How about those people? Is there such a thing of exploiting yourself? Have you ever even thought that far ahead? Huh.
Not only that, there are a couple people.
See, everyone says she's psycho. We're getting like a ton of comments that she's psycho.
She's psycho. But she don't have a blog talking about needing medicine because she's seeing a man that isn't actually there. Darlene's boyfriend thinks that shit's funny, don't she? Underbite Ryan. He thinks that shit is funny to call somebody a psycho. No, homie, your wife's the fucking psycho, bro. She sees men that aren't there, homie. Straight up. Your wife's the fucking psycho, bro. You need to fix this shit. Muy rapido, ese. This shit ain't even hot off the press.
Well, there are a couple people on there.
Look. Gold Locket. They feel self-harmy earlier. It's going to be people that's just going to feel self-harmy from now on. If Jen has a self-harmy day, it's going to be people down below having a self-harmy day too. Right? They already codependent on this shit.
There as well, attacking how I look, which is, I mean, I know.
By him calling someone a psycho, that's him attacking what he thinks is someone's mental significance. And here you are worried about an exterior that's going to wither, fade, and wilt. These people are idiots.
Like it's gonna happen, and I know that, and it's just mean. And
no, what's mean is what you did to the people in the store behind the fucking shoes. That's what's mean, Karen. You guys got a pretty fucking figmented vision of what is mean or exploiting. And here you are next to a guy that knows all about history and the CIA and all kinds of shit.
So I'm just gonna come out and tell you my story.
So
not the whole thing, but a lot of it.
Floor's yours, Jen.
Are you sure she can have it? Or are you gonna tell her she can have it after she's already had it, Ryan? Oh, Jesus.
You suffer from mental illness. I have dealt with it most of my life.
You drink wine when you handle this business, homie? You one of them? You got to get sauced up to handle your business in here? Ah, okay.
I've been through a lot of medical help. I've taken all the steps I need to keep it under control, which I.
So, what you can tell is, you can tell a lot about a creator by the content of their chat log, right? He's got carrots here already. He's got for fuck's sake, he's got a fucking ring on his middle finger, for fuck's sake. I mean, come on now. That doesn't say everything. It's like try to find a used car salesman that doesn't have a pinky ring on, right? Middle finger rings really apply to a certain, in leather necklaces, only really apply to a certain demographic in America.
I have it under control now, believe it or not, TM.
Why is that funny, Ryan?
Sorry.
Why is it so funny that she has it under control now? Because it was two men in her life at a point in time, but one of them just actually wasn't there, right? These two people are a little bit unhinged, and not in the YouTube sense, but in like the real world sense. They finding out hard tonight. They got a fucking education this evening, didn't they?
Yeah. So the blog that she's talking about is from like 50.
It's from you seeing shit that ain't actually there. Okay. It'd be like me saying, I feel somebody's behind me. Well, I guess my feelers are all fucked up, aren't they? Because there's nobody behind me.
15 years ago, something like that. I don't even remember. And that's when I was going through a hard time. So I decided to use blogging as a way to just express myself. And
See, a lot of people are saying they suffer from mental illness too.
Yeah, no, there's people talking about carrots too. How come you ain't talking about that, dipshit? Huh? Lean on me. You would. You don't think anybody this brand new is beautiful because that's because they don't know about you yet.
You guys would understand. And even if you're not suffering from it, I think you can appreciate the fact.
Is this fool drinking wine with ice cubes in it? Man, hold the phone.
Yeah, I knew you guys would understand. And even if you're not suffering from it, I think
show the fuck is. Hey, more power to you, homie.
You can appreciate the fact that
he don't like his Chianti with a few fava beans. He likes it with a little fucking ice in it, I guess.
Somebody for their ailments, which, like, what if I had, I don't know, diabetes? Would you make fun of me?
Yeah, no, your diabetes isn't going to have you with his head in a fucking culvert answering you. Your diabetes is going to have you staying away from chocolates and alcohol and shit like that. It's not going to have you having these creepy feelings about where little missing kids are. It's not. At all. I'm waiting for one word so I can bail on these two bitches.
Because of that, would you say I was having visions because my blood sugar was low or something? I don't know.
Wouldn't be any of our fucking business until you make it all our business, Jen. How about that? So now what you're doing is comparing point guards with quarterbacks. It's two different sports, love. They don't fucking mix. No. How about you talk about, are you having visions from illicit substances or from a mental diagnosis? That would be a fair comparison. Not none of this shit you're doing right now, Jen. This is justification and minimization is what it is.
No, they would.
No, we wouldn't, actually. Jackass.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, so, yeah, you guys, Deanna, thank you.
Bro, you look like a mix between Woody and a much younger, out-of-shape Jay Leno, homie.
And, you know, because of what I went
through,
Andy's
I know Woody.
People also deal with it. But just...
I started keep interrupting. Look, Mama Raymond came from their channel. She'd rather listen to you.
Oh, so. Thank you, Mom.
Yeah, no, for right now, looking ass. But they all come back. That's what you don't understand. They all come back. Just like eyebrows, Jen. They come back. Don't worry.
So you know. Thank you so much.
Sweet. Very, very sweet.
Sorry, go on.
That's okay.
That's very sweet that we find someone negative. Being negative, sweet. Isn't that right, Jen? You motherfuckers are weird and a bitch.
So I don't know how much of my story I should tell, but I have.
How about none of it? Because it's all there for people to read, right? That way we don't have to listen to you subtract or add shit to it.
Had hospitalizations. I have had medical treatments.
Me too.
I take medication.
Me too.
Counseling.
You're not an individual there either.
I take care of myself.
Good.
And because of that, anything I do now, I know is valid. Ryan is not.
Oh, because you think you're taking care of yourself? You think these feelings and visions are actually not what they used to be, right? You're not slipping back into what you used to be in 2008 and 2009. This is a new improved vision and feeling. These ain't the same old feelings, right? Okay.
Using me as a puppet or whatever you guys are thinking, because he's not. And he's not giving me a little job to do because I'm bored. He's not doing that either.
He seems a little uncomfortable while you say that, though, so I'm not entirely convinced yet, Jen. Caitlin, maybe you'd like to email me to weigh in.
I have strong feelings about this, and
except for your feelings lead you to places there's nothing at. Maybe you should ignore your feelings from now on. Is musicians go through that. They're like, oh man, they just get boxed in, right? They don't like new sounds. Understanding the new sounds is what people want to hear is the new, right? So this ain't the sort of new improved shit that people want to see. It really isn't. Oh, look at here. This is cute. Luminous. Way back in the day, many mediums were put in hospitals because of their gifts. Yeah, they're like, yeah, fuck these people. They're just idiots. We'll just continue to send them straight to hell, Luminous. They go to hell is where they go. Yes, TM is just the opposite of these two magical Harry Potter losers. Yes, this is Harry Potterus.
I don't care about summer, and I'm doing this right now is like wasting time because we're talking about something else other than summer.
This was your idea. That's what he just said. This is your idea. Now you trying to act like he's wasting your time doing this. You two need to fucking hinge back up. Make a team again.
But I don't want any of you to feel like I'm going through this blindly and doing it because Ryan's making me. He's not showing.
No. That's not the contention at all. The contention is that you see shit. You have hallucinations. And now you having feelings and you trying to parameter those around finding a missing kid. It's a bunch of people over here we don't want around us anyways that you have, right?
Showing me what to see. I feel what I feel.
What to see, huh? No one's telling you what to see. I'm sure back in the gap, he didn't want you to see the other man that you were seeing, but you saw him anyways. So he has no control over that either. He has more control over your bias and what you feel. You feel like the park is evil because he put that in your head. Quit this, Ryan.
And yeah.
And so other thing with mental illness too, and especially if a lot of you have mental illness, and I did, I mean, if you look at my old video, I think they're even playing one.
Thanks, honest.
So they're a sociopath. So see, I didn't want to.
They're a sociopath because your wife sees shit. This is real. This is rich. This is fucking triple German chocolate cake.
No, no.
We're still not going to attack them.
I don't want to attack them. Just to get back at them.
No, they're going to attack, and they're going to use their kids to do it as well.
We're still not going to attack them, but this topic has to be discussed because it's really important.
We already did it for you. We did it for you already. Why are you doing it again? Okay, let's cut away to look at this email from Katrina. How about that? You got to get a leash on your children. Straight up. You cannot allow your children to be making decisions like this. No, it's not going to work, homie. Cat, don't email nobody else off the internet, baby. As soon as somebody tells you to stop, don't email me one fucking time, lady. You email me one time, I'm going to turn you into the police. Straight up. And I know that she's told you don't email her again. If not, Can you hear? Oh, you know what I did? I hit it with my hat. You can hear me now, though, huh? Yeah. You can hear me? Okay. Let me go back over here. I'm not going to read this whole motherfucker. I'm going to show you how long it is, though. It's long as fishing line. You would be able to detect 15 years ago and claim to understand all the intricate details of a life with mental health issues. It's starting to look like they're continuing, Katrina, right? Because she's back now seeing and feeling shit that ain't actually happening. We have a real good vlog sense of that because she feels something by, I don't know, say, for instance, the men's bathroom, but there's nothing but a little old man coming out of it and a crack in the ceiling. She's done this over and over and over. Don't make me do a compilation of, I have a feeling, I'm being drawn. It's going to be a bunch of that shit that leads to nothing. Nothing. Clearly, all you want to do is bring down someone because they are doing something you dislike. Jesus doesn't like it, Katrina. It's fucking sorcery. Crazy. My parents are doing something that they enjoy. Well, they won't be enjoying it in about 40 or 50 years when they're in hell for it. Do you want to? Man, look here. It goes on and on and on and on. This woman is emailing like she's on meth, for fuck's sake. Back to the video. I'm not even going to get... Katrina, you don't get no more play in this ride with that weird shit. No, that's enabling at its finest, lady. That's what the fuck that is.
A lot of people out there, a lot of you probably worry about how people will judge you because maybe in the past you had some kind of mental illness and you're worried.
No. They're not worried because they're not seeing shit and then coming here and saying they're seeing shit and feeling shit. Quit this. Quit this shit, Ryan.
If people find out, they're gonna like not take you seriously.
Yeah, that's why I want to do this. I don't know how much I can say to try to convince people that I'm in my right mind now, because I am.
It ain't for us to figure out. The lineage is already out there. You didn't run to the internet telling people, well, okay, FYI, food for thought. I used to see shit that wasn't actually there, but now when I tell you I'm seeing shit and feeling shit, I'm actually doing it. It's not the old days. This is all anew. And we think that this is a great thing for mom to be involved in with this progressively trying to actually go out and tangibly put our hands on things that aren't there that she's feeling. Come on.
You don't I guess I don't have to. I'm just saying, like,
my issue is the sorcery. Cut the magic out, bring only the searching in. But cut this magic shit out. Quit the fucking sorcery shit. Nobody cares about that.
I'm going into this.
It's only going to be filled with the faces of the people in your chat log that are also going to be in hell because they think they're a sorceress too, right? So it will be some familiar, unfamiliar faces there. Be very clear of that. But let me tell you what, they ain't going to be able to do a fucking thing to get you out of it. You need to repent now.
This whole endeavor, finding summer with my eyes wide open.
Finding summer. I think this lady thinks she's going to actually find summer.
This whole endeavor, finding summer with...
Yeah, no, she thinks she's going to find summer. That's right. That's right.
My eyes wide open and on medication.
Yeah.
I mean, well, I don't know. I feel like I've said that I've been in remission for about 6 to 10 years. So
you do the math. You do the math. You do it.
In that amount of time, I've been, on the level, keeping balanced, and that's really what I strive to do. And
has anybody ever heard of these people talk about Jesus or Allah or Buddha? Any of them? Is there any spirituality here other than the spirituality that this woman claims to have harnessed within herself? Is there one mention of Jesus Christ anywhere throughout any of this?
Ryan told me about summer. I looked at a few things, and I watched Dr. Phil and all that stuff. And he's like, "Hey, I know you're sensitive. Maybe you can see how you feel about this." And the feelings I've had are true.
Yeah, no, I think you actually do have them. They just don't ever lead to nothing. Nothing. Except for views and clicks. Which, guess what? We didn't all have those. Every video I put up for a year did 20 or 30,000. Please don't think that these are big, huge views. We're not arguing over views here. And we're not arguing over super chats or cash apps. We arguing about you using fucking sorcery to find a little girl that you're not going to find. None of us are going to find her. You are light years behind us, who are light years behind the feds, the card team, Fizzle and all of her police buddies, and the TBI in Hawkins County. You fucking light years behind us, who are light years behind them. And you come in here and the first thing you don't want is videos from other creators. You don't get an education this evening.
And I want them to be, because if not, I wouldn't have been able to share with you the beautiful rainbow, the butterfly, all the things that I think she's showing us. And
all the things she thinks Summer Wells is showing you. So what does that tell us, folks? It means there's no hope, right? Jen said there's no hope because this little girl is sending these things to her from where? Knoxville, Baileyton, Bulls Gap. No, she's saying from the afterlife. Get your shit together. She's saying the little girl is dead. That's what she's saying. She's piggybacking all of this gruesome sexual torture from men dressed as whatever they were dressed at, all greased up on carousels with mirrors on them. And it happened in a historical district in Eastern Tennessee, and no one saw a thing. The whole fucking area surrounded in CCTV. Nobody saw nothing. Nada. Nathan. Nothing. She's telling you the little girl is dead. That's what she's telling you. She's sending you rainbows and butterflies from some other continuum. Right? Maybe Keanu Reeves is her babysitter. Morpheus swings by to say what's up.
Those things were real, by the way. I took pictures.
Oh, I took pictures.
I'm feeling like this heat coming off this heater has to be Summer Wells. She just knows Uncle Benny is so cold right now. Out here, slaving in this cold for her. This heat gotta be her. Gotta be. Ain't no two ways around it. It's her. Because I say so, right? Because I'm the judge of this heat. Not y'all on the 2D screen nowhere. I'm feeling the heat of Summer Wells coming off this heater right now. That's right. You show right, bro.
I think something good can come. I think something good can come of this though, because the fact that they
maybe for the YouTube in your pocketbook, but for your salvation and your foreverdom, you going straight to hell for this shit. Make no mistake. You going straight to hell. If you love this woman and you're not really a sorcerer and you don't really believe in this shit, you need to coax her out of this fucking shell, man. Because let me tell you what, she's going to hell for this. This is the type of sorcery image. And listen, they only even talked about weird sex stuff occasionally in the Bible. It's over 35 verses that have to do with magic and sorcery and tarot and mediums. She's a medium. That doesn't mean that you stay. No. You don't just stay in limbo because you're medium. No, you go straight to the extra crispy. When you're a medium, you go extra crispy immediately. There's no go talk to Jesus at the gates. None of that shit. He's watching all of this. Straight up. And let me find out, this is a Mother of Mary necklace or something, and you've got a crucifix on that leather necklace under here, but y'all practicing sorcery at the same fucking time. Let me find out.
They went after mental illness. I think it's good for any of you that have ever felt attacked because of your own mental illness. At any point, someone trying to make you...
Bro, your wife sees shit. I don't know how much clear. It would be like trying to have your wife drive your children to school when she sees deers jumping across the road every 5 minutes. She gonna have a motherfucker in a ditch, ain't she? Your wife sees shit, and now she's coming here 15 years later. She's been in a remission for what? 6 to 10 years. That's a pretty heavy gap. Like not 6 or 7, not 8 or 10, 6 or 10 years. She's been in remission. And when you as a family start hearing she's seeing and feeling shit that ain't actually there no more, you coddling and watering this, you want some growth out of this? You're like, oh, it's gonna be different this time because oh hell, in 2 hours we can get 602 likes. It's gonna be different this time, Dad, I swear.
Feel like you're less than capable of doing things because maybe you had depression in the past.
You should be less than capable to come here and spout what you feel and see when you have a history of seeing shit that isn't there. You playing with the play, sir.
We went through that years ago, and it took years to recover from the mental illness. Like you have to, as if you've been through mental illness,
you don't recover, you sustain, homie. If she's recovered, she could come off that medicine right now and go back to hula hooping and skipping rope. But that ain't necessarily what's going to happen, is it? That's not recovered. That is sustaining, just like everybody else on medicine that's going to counseling. You sustaining, hoping, and praying to a very real Jesus that when you wake up, you're not in the place that you dread to be in because you have no power over that. You have no power if tomorrow that medicine stops working. You have no power. You understand?
You've got to try different doctors.
Don't argue with me about this shit. Argue with Jesus about it. And I know you're not going to. Go argue with Jesus about y'all being sorcerers and tell him he's psychotic and parasocial and all this other. Tell him that. Because I just bring the message to you. That's it. You're not going to fillet the messenger. I promise you that.
Different medicines, different, and until it can take years to get to the point when you have found balance. And balance is what, if you're seeing any goodness.
Balance is the moment in between falling left, right, forward, or aft. It is just a moment. It is not a pedestal in which to create a whole new alter reality on, sir. And that's what you're helping this lady do. Right? She's feeling the same symptoms she used to feel back in the gap when she was seeing things. It's here again. It's here again. Or you're lying. One of the two.
And Jen, any sincerity right now, it all came from years of growth and finding that balance. And she takes care of herself.
There is no sincerity in fucking sorcery at all. There's no sincerity in magic. There's no sincerity in having zero ethics in running field tests on little Summer Wells when she can't say, hey, please don't mess with my spiritual footlocker. Don't go rummaging through my footlocker of spirituality without fucking consorting with my parents or my Jesus. Because Summer Wells, she was a Christian. She believes in Jesus Christ. She probably is running from you right now because you got the devil and his playthings looking for her. She is a believer in Christ, madam. She believes in Jesus Christ.
I think that's why it makes me more angry, because I've worked so hard,
very hard
to find this balance.
Mm-hmm.
And
you worked so hard for this balance to come here, leave your blog completely wide open where it talks about you fucking hallucinating. You're so mad. Who are you so mad at? Because whoever you shall say and seeketh to waste this madness on, you only mad at you. You only mad that you didn't turn down the Shiny Shoe blog, because you wouldn't be sitting right here right now. And we wouldn't be discussing your credibility as a medium. You're not going to hear, listen here, Donna Serafina don't give a shit about jumping out and trying to get in front of this for you. Does she? Is she? Ain't it, man? She's not. You doing this alone. And he's walking you through it. And he's going to end up right where you end up too.
And And I had a feeling, I'd have to be touching on the subject eventually, but I didn't think it would have to be so soon.
I guarantee you when you touched on it, you wouldn't talk about no hallucinations. I promise you that. That's why we're here, is because of that H word. And it ain't heaven that we're seeking. We're seeking answers to the hallucinations, and they're not going to give it to you. They're not going to give it to you.
And I wasn't trying to hide it from anybody or anything. I don't like to.
You wanted the whole world to see it, but nobody in the world saw it until today, because there's no comments. Your husband didn't even go on there. Your kids didn't even go on your own blog and say, hey, Mom, keep your head up. We love you, Mom. They just left you there looking unvalidated.
All of a sudden say, hey, I have mental illness. So, I don't want it, but I want to address it because
you seeking a validation deficit is what you seeking to fill the deficit of validation. That's what you're doing here. Secretly, a whole bunch of people doing that. Right? A whole bunch of people. Look at here. Yes, Summer is guiding you, Jen, and she is guiding your spiritual guide straight to hell. I guarantee you Summer Wells is not guiding Jen straight to hell. I promise you that. Jen may fuck around and find herself trying to find Summer.
Just, to be
of course you are, Diana.
People who deal with it, basically.
Because you'll leech onto any fucking thing.
And if you have a mental illness and you are also sensitive, that's okay. You're not sensitive because you're mental. It's.
Although the stigma with having that sensitivity, we've gotten contact by.
It's hallucinations, Jack. Pure as the driven snow. Hallucinations. Do you want anyone that's hallucinating guiding a search for a missing child of over 30 months? Man, no, hell no. I don't even know why this is a thing right now. It's almost like I had a deja vu that I was cyber kicking somebody's ass that just why am I doing this? There's 609 critically fractured people that believe this bullshit. They believe it. They will believe it for a spell. Because my God told me to drive the magicians out of the land. This is a land that I partake in. So as long as you're with the sorcery shit, you're going to have to deal with me. But I'm not going to be in your email. I'm not going to send my kids around to fight your battles for you while you sit over here and call people disgusting while you got that fucking thing on your lip. We're not going to do none of that. Not today. No. You motherfuckers going to have to deal with me. Y'all have a great day.